The disturbing underbelly of what should be one of Britain's most laudable exports, higher education, is exposed in a Financial Times article today, which talks about the growing number of international students, particularly from South Asia, who are being duped by fake education agents or real education agents who are just inadequate, ill-informed, who are offering a ticket to a British dream that doesn't exist. But this isn't just a story of unscrupulous intermediaries confusing Oxford Brookes with Oxford University. It is at root a story about how the UK has professionalised failure, subcontracted accountability, and turned one of our most respected systems into a commercial minefield that's almost impossible to negotiate. Take Ajit, who's the person who is focused on by the FT story. Ajit is a 27-year-old from Tamil Nadu, the son of a policeman with modest aspirations and a willingness to work hard. He was told Oxford Brookes was part of Oxford University, that a visa extension would be automatic, that permanent residency was a formality. None of it was true. He returned home 2 years later, degree in hand, dreams in tatters, and a £30,000 debt. And the worst part, there's no real mechanism for redress. The damage was done the moment he trusted the wrong person, someone supposedly acting on behalf of our universities. I know another story about somebody who applied to Coventry, got accepted at Coventry, and had his visa rejected on the grounds that the Home Office didn't believe he had as much money as he had as much money as he got in his bank account. That was a true reflection on his wealth. And there's no redress. The university keeps his money, the Home Office keeps its fee, and he's left wondering how do I get my money back? The university says you've got to apply again next year. We will keep the fee until then. It's extraordinarily exploitative when he knows that the chances are that the Home Office will reject him again. Ajit's case equally is not unique. UK universities, underfunded, hungry for revenue, have become addicted to international fees, often £16,000 or more per year, uncapped, unregulated. But rather than building transparent partnerships or outreach programmes, they've outsourced recruitment to third-party agents who are paid commissions of up to 30% per student. That's as much as £18,000 on a single master's degree. These agents are not necessarily corrupt, but they're often underqualified and almost always incentivised to place students wherever they earn the most commission, not where the student might flourish. Some even refuse to apply to universities that don't offer sufficient kickbacks. This is no longer education. This is it's lead generation. It's the sales forcification of the academy. And one of the most telling details in the FT piece is how students are now all but forced to use agents. The university application process has become so labyrinthine, so professionalised and opaque that direct contact with the institutions themselves is often impossible. Try phoning a university admissions team. Try getting a reply from the Home Office. You'll find yourself shunted to a call centre in another country, manned by polite but powerless and often ill-informed staff who cannot issue decisions and bear no responsibility. They have no liability for what is said. We've created a system in which the only people who can guide applicants are those with something to sell. and the difference between those and a clever trafficker is almost zero. How does an individual in a far-flung country know the difference? It's a deregulated marketplace masquerading as meritocracy, and when it fails quietly and irreversibly. It's catastrophic, and to its credit, the sector has introduced the UK Agent Qualities Framework, but that's a voluntary code. It's a sticker in a shop window. And the FT quotes Charlie Robinson of Universities UK praising it as a big step forward, and Louise Nicol of Asia Careers Group salvaging it as a facade of credibility with no actual checks or balances. How does the student know to look for that? And how does the student know that sticker in the window is genuine? The Home Office promises reform, but where is it? Even their own communications are outsourced. Even their own data about success rates, say for visa sponsorship or job placement, is incomplete or quietly buried. Meanwhile, the Migration Advisory Committee recommends compulsory disclosure of agent payments, but that too remains optional. When a student arrives in Birmingham or Bradford or Brighton believing they'll walk into part-time work, a sponsor and a payment settlement, they're not naive, they have been misinformed. Often in their own language, often by people they have every reason to trust. And they have invested everything, often mortgaged their parents' homes for a chance of the promised British life. And these students end up working night shifts, taking leave from their degrees, living on the edge of visa conditions, and the universities get the fee. The agents get the commission, and the student gets a diploma and a warning letter from the Home Office. This is a system that wears the mask of global education, but behind it lurks a money-making racket built on misinformation, opacity, and abdicated responsibility. And we have allowed the noble idea of a British university education to be sullied by market forces and managerial indifference. Ajit's story is not just a cautionary tale, it's a mirror, and what it reflects is a bureaucracy that has outsourced its soul. And until we reclaim the admissions process from agents, make the Home Office thoroughly accessible, and restore the idea that education is a service, not a scheme, we will continue to invite, but not properly accommodate. We will continue to invite, not talent, but tragedy. We will continue to invite chaos, and that, I fear, is a scandal of our own creation. And we should be deeply ashamed of it. And it's not a matter of the Home Office legislating about where the graduates can stay after their graduation. It's about getting that system right in the first place. It's about taking control of the agencies and the educational advice which is given in source countries. Because if we can't contact the real people, if we can't contact the universities, if we can't actually contact the Home Office, we are opening the door to traffickers and sharks and scoundrels.